All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Kansas City Chiefs. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. On first down, Allen firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Gone.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
And they'll run it here. And he'll go down at the 28. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves, and the spread.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge game, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. From midfield, here's Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. I think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Over. Detroit.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis, never giving up. He's able to keep working and get him for a loss of 12. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long. Looking to throw. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Man, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Flush to his right. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. But they face a second and long to start things out.
Gun!
Now Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On second down, here's Allen. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll go on the ground. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now a handoff working right. Now loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gone! Hurry up, here we go. Boom, landed.
Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons will extend their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. Uses the spin. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 24. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, Back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And that's caught inside the 30. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 61 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now, what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
He'll drop to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons add on. Extra point up and through. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Open man right side is Sharp. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage...
And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 44 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning.
Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now they'll run it on the toss. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll set up a throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Set, 3-19.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's got his man on the out route. Skirts by him at the 35. And that one results in 35 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody that has that ability, they want them on their team.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been... And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Michael Gallup as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability.
Yeah, you heard it, right?
Exhale.
You heard the exhale, and I'm taking that from their bench because finally, right before the half, they find a way to get the ball in the end zone and get some points on the board. Maybe they can use that to kickstart them for the second half.
Yeah, just to get something before going into the lockers. And now in the second half, if they can just tighten.
That's what they want to do, tighten down everything they're doing, and then maybe explode at the right time.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Falcons now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to look deep down the field, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half, and the Falcons add on.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, Let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Fielded about a yard deep. What a spin. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A final shot before half for Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. This fielded at the 2. Look at the spin. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Here we go now.
Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might... And got his man complete! And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That goes for a gain of 31.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Gone!
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Here we go now. Green 30.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lyons. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one, and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Allen on first and 10. Incomplete, right side to Cook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a third down. To throw, it's Allen. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. DJ Chark, his third touchdown now on the year. And it may only be for pride now, but the Chiefs get a bit closer. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And now running right through it. And with flags down, he's up near the 40. But it looks like this one might be coming back. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone. Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons add on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Allen. Flushed out right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons say they have it. They do. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And now here comes Kansas City. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down. Allen, throw left side, complete. That's Shaw. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Allen now on first down. And right with it here over the middle. An outstanding pickup there for the Chiefs. And even 40 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Flush to his right. Got some real estate inside the 30. Wide open receiver complete. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now second and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
He's going to get it running right. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? From the gun, it's Allen. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs gain a bit of respectability. And he's able to put it through. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Pushing his way through. Still fighting. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 75 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Back to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Allen now looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's Allen to throw it. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Chiefs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be third and a mile.
3-19.
Allen from the gun. He'll throw. Shark's got it left side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
A good pickup there, a 22. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. And the Chiefs are going to get him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. We're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Well, they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand.
He's got him in. Complete. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from second to third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said, to pick on the opening drive. Second drive, not much better. He'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now on fourth down, honors the punt team, sending this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On first down, Allen. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do it?
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. And, yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here now come the Falcons. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment, and to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Buying time to his left. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now he's got it. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Fielded about a yard deep.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
We got three, fellas.
To the air, Allen forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of